this is Paul. Welcome back to my channel, The Paladin. And today is Wednesday, therefore it's theory video day. Today I wanted to make a theory video about the history of Brandon Stark. Now, this theory is already existing in the Game of Thrones realm and the fandom. A lot of YouTubers have already talked about this. Now, that's why I wanted to make it a different title so you guys will understand about the video is all about. I wanted to talk about the entire history of Brandon Stark. Now, you might wonder, he's not that important. Well, he's the three-eyed raven and he has the idea and the ability to know everything in the past, and he can control the present for a better future. Now, he has shown his power in a lot of ways, different ways in the show, but his power is still potent and we don't understand him yet, because he's been so creepy at some times and he's also been awesome at some times, and I think that it's not his entire story yet. Now, bear with me here. I've made a lot of videos regarding the Night King in my channel, and that's because I have an obsession over him. I don't know why. I just wanted to know who's the Night King, because the Game of Thrones, the entire franchise has kept him a secret. It's like, this is a lucrative villain that he's gonna kill you all, but I'm not gonna reveal who he is, and I just wanted to know who he is, what happened to him, why is he so powerful, first of all, and his ability to control dead people. First, that's so specific, and it's not just people, it can control anyone, and why it's so specific I have no idea. And I've been reading books and of Game of Thrones. I've been reading articles relating to Game of Thrones. I've been pretty much staying on Reddit for user threads, and one came up where they said like the Brandon Stark is Night King. Now, in the last video that I made, I think in the Game of Thrones related one, I said that Brandon Stark cannot be Night King. They both are separate entity. The Brandon Stark is like the three-eyed raven, the Night King is the Night King. So they both are entirely different. I don't think that's gonna be the case, but I've been proven wrong. And I've seen this YouTuber made this video along with the Reddit thread. I don't know the name, just randomly saw it, okay, and it stuck with me, and I've been theorizing this as with my friend, where I told that Brandon Stark was the reason for several other things. No, not this particular thing, but this guy said, okay, he's the particular reason that this all happened, and he is the he is the main reason that the Night King exists in the first place, and he is Night King. So let's look at the evidence. Let's look at the history of Bran Stark. Okay, Bran is the son of Eddard Stark, and he was born in Winterfell, and he was just a normal boy, and he has the curiosity to climb on towers and see what's there. And one time when he did, he saw Jaime and Cersei. Now that's messed up, so I don't want to get in there, but he was pushed down by Jaime and he got hurt. He was crippled. Now, his cripple is not the problem. And when he was taking rest, in the third episode, old storyteller lady would come in and she would be talking about various things, and she would talk about Night King, a monster behind the wall, and his name is Brandon Stark, and he was a Stark. That's the main point, that was an emphasis. Now, people didn't take too much into this, but this is one of the proof. The second is that Brandon Stark is Bran the Builder. Now, if you don't know Bran the Builder, like, they would explain this in terms of like the wall was built by a old man who was like not an old man who he was built by a boy who was hell-bent on building some defenses to prevent whatever that is lying beyond the north. So he would build a wall, and then they would show a picture where he's around crunches, like he's a cripple and he's walking with something that is on a stick. So that's everyone says like that's Bran. Obviously it's Bran the Builder, that's name's fit, and he kind of like prevents everyone, and he puts magic on it, and he says it. But this time around, the Night King has broken that wall. He has said, like, with the dragons he has broken it, and then he's passed it. So now in the 8th season, the theory goes like this. In the 8th season, Night King would walk over Winterfell just like that. So he's so powerful, he's really, really powerful. He's going to mow through Winterfell, he's going to mow through everywhere, and he's going to reach King's Landing. Now, when he reaches King's Landing, obviously Brandon Stark escapes Winterfell. And now, listen to me here, bear with me here. Brandon Stark knows that the Night King has passed the wall. He's broken the wall and he's passed it, right? Now he knows Jon Snow is reaching near the Winterfell. Targaryen is there, dragons are coming, entire army is coming to fight. But he has to make sure they have to stop them, and he knows that they can't. So what he does is he goes on a vision. All right, he goes on a vision back to the Mad King era. Now bear with me here. He has already done this. You know Hodor? Remember him? He was a cool little boy who had no issues. But when Bran entered his vision during the last stages of Hodor, he messed up in his vision that made Hodor what he is. He kind of got stuck there, and Hodor paid the price. Now remember, Mad King was not mad, but when Bran visits him to tell him about the the White Walkers and how they are vulnerable to fire, that what pushes the Mad King to be mad. And this is the theory that my friend and I discussed, where I told him like this could have happened that pushed the Mad King mad, and he could have hit the fire things to protect King's Landing from the White Walkers, or if that if they have taken over King's Landing, that should be like a lost resort where just someone sacrifices themselves by burning that and killing every White Walker there and escapes to some other place. Now this is just a random idea. Well, this doesn't prove anything, but this is one of the things. And now Bran knows about this, so he did what he could. He said he warned about here. He built a wall, and now he has to go back to the place where it all started. These things didn't help him, so he has to go back to the first thing that happened. The green people killed the Stark. Remember? Yeah, they killed the Stark, and then they said like, you are gonna protect us, but that changed into the Night King, right? And Bran would walk into him, and he would get stuck there because if you remember, Bran was told that he shouldn't stay too long in a vision. Whatever, and the three-eyed raven before him would say, whatever written is written. The ink on the pen is dried up. You can't change anything, but Bran didn't listen to him. Bran is not listening to him, and he's doing this stupid thing because he needs to stop it because everyone else is gonna die. And now this theory is like, for example, why am I saying that is Bran? He's walked into the body. So one example that I can give you is when Daenerys dragon died, Viserys, in the fight beyond the wall. If you remember, there everyone just, it's the plot pace. They just had a change randomly there, and then they pushed out the dragon, and then he changed it. What if Bran knows that, right? Bran knows that they are gonna go there because he was the one who sent the raven to first of all to Jon and everyone. So he knows that the dragons are coming, and so he was prepared well enough for it. So he killed the dragon, he took it for himself, and he broke the wall. He knows everything that is going to happening in chains, and he was the one who was doing all of it. Now, every theory that I can make up has a flaw. This theory has a flaw that two things. One, the Targaryens are always mad, obviously. So the Mad King becoming mad is not a new thing. So he could have been mad because he was mad. He was a Targaryen. So me telling Brandon Stark was the reason is not going to do anything. And second is the green people, the tree people, are the frontiers in terms of warging here, they're power controlling. So they know that when when they are gonna kill someone, if they are being warged into, they know who's gonna do that. So I think this is a fun theory, right? Brandon Stark is Night King. Well, at least I think so. But the Night King destroying everyone and killing everyone and running over everyone is so viable that just makes this theory a lot crazier and a lot truer. Because if you think about this in a constructive way, Brandon Stark is powerful. No one knows that. No one is accepting that because to them they can't just he's just a cripple. But he's not. He's so powerful. He can walk into animals, he can walk into anyone, and he can control everyone. So he knows his limits. But sometimes he stays there a little too long, and that's what makes it a little bit tougher. Now the theory has also its advantages. Like the flaws, two things I can say is like he is at Winterfell, and he's disturbed during his vision because they had to escape Winterfell because the Night King was powerful. And during that vision, he was at King's Landing during the Mad King's era, and he messes up, and the Mad Kings become mad. He can't stop it because the past is past. He can't change it. So done. And he goes to King's Landing for a safe place, and he stays there, but he kind of like sees, okay, this is an opportunity for a vision. He goes back, but he can't come back. He's stuck there as the Night King, and he becomes the Night King. I don't know. Hit that like button if you like this video, share the video to friends and family, subscribe to the channel for regular movies, TV shows, reviews, reactions, and theories like this one. And let me know in the comments down below on what do you think. Is Bran in a Night King? And what do you think about the history of Brandon Stark? You know, did you like it? Or did you like the character development in the show, like from a young boy to a man to just, becoming the three-eyed raven? Did you like it? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.